Welcome aboard the legendary Intercity 225 as we begin our journey north from London King's Cross along the famous East Coast Main Line. Our journey begins beneath the magnificent roof of London King's Cross Station. Our signal clears and we ease away from the platform. Almost immediately, we enter one of the most complex railway environments in the United Kingdom. Tracks spread out in every direction as suburban services, long-distance expresses and freight trains all converge on the approaches to King's Cross. To our right lies the extensive King's Cross redevelopment area, once dominated by warehouses, gasworks and railway sidings. This district has been transformed into one of London's most impressive regeneration projects while still retaining much of its railway heritage. Ahead, our train enters Gasworks Tunnel. Named after the huge Victorian gasworks that once dominated the surrounding area, this short tunnel has carried railway traffic continuously for more than 170 years. Emerging briefly into daylight, we soon enter Copenhagen Tunnel, another historic structure that forms part of the original Great Northern Railway route. As we emerge from the tunnels, we begin to accelerate through North London. The railway here runs through densely populated districts where houses, businesses and parks crowd closely around the tracks. Yet, despite the urban surroundings, this section of line possesses a distinctive character all of its own. Passing Belle Isle, keen railway enthusiasts may notice the extensive maintenance facilities and sidings that support operations from King's Cross. For decades, this area has been at the heart of East Coast Main Line operations. Soon, we approach Finsbury Park. This is one of London's most important railway junctions. Here, lines diverge towards Moorgate and the Hertford Loop, while underground services pass beneath and alongside the main line. The station serves as a vital interchange for thousands of commuters every day. For railway enthusiasts, Finsbury Park is a wonderful location. High-speed expresses race through alongside stopping commuter services, creating a constant display of railway activity. Leaving Finsbury Park behind, the line begins a steady climb northwards. On the skyline ahead, the impressive outline of Alexandra Palace can often be seen. Opened in 1873, the famous building overlooks much of North London and has long been one of the capital's most recognisable landmarks. As our Intercity 225 gathers speed, we pass Haringey and Hornsey. To our right lies Hornsey Depot, home to many East Coast mainline trains over the years. Depots such as this are essential to keeping the railway running smoothly, carrying out maintenance, servicing and repairs around the clock. The urban landscape continues as we pass through Wood Green and New Southgate. This section of railway demonstrates the remarkable engineering vision of the Victorian railway builders. Despite being constructed in the 19th century, the route continues to accommodate modern high-speed trains with remarkable efficiency. One of the joys of travelling aboard an Intercity 225 is the smoothness of the ride. The powerful electric locomotive accelerates effortlessly, and even at high speed, the train glides quietly along the rails. Gradually, the character of the journey begins to change. The dense streets of inner London start to give way to greener surroundings. Open spaces become more frequent, housing estates become less crowded, and the first hints of the Hertfordshire countryside begin to appear. Ahead lies New Barnet. Historically, this area marked the transition from London's suburban railway network towards the longer distance routes heading north. The railway has helped shape the growth of these communities for generations. Beyond New Barnet, we continue towards Hadley Wood. This area has long been associated with the northern edge of Greater London and offers a noticeable change in atmosphere compared with the bustling districts closer to King's Cross. As we continue north, our Intercity 225 is now running at a respectable speed, demonstrating exactly why these trains became so highly regarded. For many enthusiasts, the Class 91 locomotive remains one of Britain's finest electric locomotives. Designed specifically for the East Coast Main Line, it combined impressive performance with exceptional reliability and helped usher in a new era of rail travel. Soon, the outskirts of Potters Bar come into view. Potters Bar occupies an important position on the East Coast Main Line and has long served as a gateway between London and Hertfordshire. The station is popular with commuters, but is equally well known among railway enthusiasts thanks to the constant procession of express services passing through. As we approach the station, notice how the surrounding landscape feels increasingly open compared with central London. The transition from urban railway to mainline railway is now complete. Beyond Potters Bar, the East Coast Main Line will continue through Hertfordshire, Cambridgeshire, Yorkshire, the North East and eventually Scotland, covering some of the most spectacular railway territory in Britain. For now, however, we conclude this first stage of our journey. From the magnificent departure beneath the roof of King's Cross, through the historic tunnels and busy junctions of North London, to the greener landscapes approaching Potters Bar, this short section perfectly showcases the variety and importance of the East Coast Main Line. Thank you for joining me on this journey aboard the legendary Intercity 225. If you have enjoyed travelling from London King's Cross to Potters Bar, please leave a comment below and share your memories of this famous route. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more railway journeys, driver's eye views, railway history and classic train adventures. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon for the next stage of our journey along Britain's great railways.